Hi, this is quite unusual. I didn't think that I'd be making a video like this on Christmas Eve because I didn't look too closely at the calendar, but we're going to try something a little bit different with this episode, and I'm going to do something that I've always wanted to do if I ever had a platform to do so. I'm going to talk about my five favorite songs of the year 2024 because this is my channel and I can. Now, there really isn't much to this. I'm going to do it in descending order because, well, that's what everyone does. And also, I really don't have a ton of criteria for this list. It's songs that were released this year. So, I'm going to go ahead and fulfill one of my dreams and go ahead and get started. Now, number five on my list may surprise a few people if you don't know me, and if you do, it probably won't surprise you that much, but I just really thought that this was a really great song that rounded out the year nicely. Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso is my fifth favorite song of the year. Look, I don't know what to tell you except that we need bubbly, upbeat pop songs that vibe very much with the summer, and that's exactly what we got with that song. In years past, it's come from a variety of sources that are extremely similar in style and genre to Sabrina Carpenter, and this is another one. And to be honest, I really like it. Every time I listen to it, it puts a smile on my face. And I'm happy it exists like I am with most songs like this. So, yes, my fifth favorite song of the year, Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. Now, my fourth favorite song of the year came a little bit late in the game, at least for me. I discovered it a little late in the cycle of its popularity, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless, and I didn't want to not be able to talk about it. And that is my number four favorite song of the year is Cinderella by Remy Wolf. Now, in my opinion, and this is just my viewpoint, um, when I was in school, high school especially, there was the shy, quiet girl in music class who always sat in the corner. And apparently, that girl grew up and now her job is making irresistible bops. The song is excellent on all counts. It has a very late 70s R&B funk vibe, and the artist is masterful in her expression and very unique, very interesting, very ear-catching. Um, Solid soaring vocals on the hook. And the subject matter of the song is a little poetic, a little esoteric for my taste normally, but the way she sells it, I'm definitely buying. And shout out to all those girls in the music room. If deep down you also happen to have a little Beyonce in you, I wouldn't mind hearing it. And that's why I wouldn't mind hearing more Remy Wolf, and why I thoroughly enjoyed that song Cinderella, and I hope to hear more of it in the future. Now, my third favorite song of 2024, it might shock you just in general, only because Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us is only my third favorite song of the year. Now, people are apt to sing Kendrick Lamar's praises, and I have in the past, at the very least privately, and it's very difficult not to see why. And this was a situation that was par for the course. He's done a lot of innovating and a lot of top notch, high quality music. And in this round, he just so happened to, at least in my estimation, made the only diss track I can think of that was the center of the pop music universe. And just that in and of itself is an achievement. It's enough to make the song number three, but It's also just really good because he also just so happened to want to prove why he's at the top of the music world, and he did that without fail. And the fact that somebody had to take an L because of it, well, it just kind of speaks to the testament of how good musically as an artist he is, and especially how good this song is. I mean, this song is responsible for making sure that number five wasn't the actual song of the summer, which, sure, if that matters to somebody. The only thing that matters to me is that the song is pretty great. And another song that's pretty great is the song I have at number two. And number two, I don't really have a dog in this race. It it's just that the song 360 by Charlie XCX is just really good. It's a classic dance track, lends itself a lot to EDM and high energy music, and it speaks to the roots of the artist, Charlie XCX. All that notwithstanding, I just like the swagger on this song. I like the boldness. I like the absolute dominating presence and execution. I just love the fact that this artist knows what she's capable of and isn't trying to hide it or disguise it or express it in any other way but her own. And when an artist of her caliber does that, they often make a lot of great material. To be honest, I've been a fan of hers in the past, here and there, but this time it just felt undeniable. She took whatever crown she was aiming for, and that song is the opening salvo to the album itself, which is also excellent, and reminds me that there are some people who still care about the quality of pop music. But as much as that song was very indicative of the year in general, it's only my number two. And I know if you care, you might be thinking, number one, what could it be? Well, when I think of how the year 2024 sounds, I think of the song Black and Blue by Vince Staples. It's my number one favorite song of the year because it sounds like the year. And to me, that song sounds like somebody who is working hard to remember that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, even if they can barely see it. And to be honest, that's how I felt. That's how I felt when it came to my personal life. That's how I felt when it came to the politics in this country. And it's how I felt about the music industry. And the way I see it, that song from that artist perfectly encapsulated how we all felt. Even the title speaks to how the aggregate has responded to everything around it. We feel a little battered and bruised. We feel a little worse for the wear. And that song is absolutely the linchpin of describing that feeling. In the future, I feel like if I ever want to go back and remember what this year felt like, I can listen to that song and I can get it and feel it in my soul. So for me, Vince Staples, Black and Blue, my favorite song of the year. Maybe not the best song, but a song that I know in time is going to have nostalgic value for me. And that makes me happy. Now, I know some people may have heard all of this and may be thinking, what's this about? Well, think of this as a gift this close to a major holiday. This is something I've always wanted to do. And at heart, I am a music man. I love music. It's been a part of who I am for a very long time. And honestly, I just thought, what better time to do it and what better way to do it than now and in this way. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you celebrate, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. If you don't, I hope you have a fantastic day anyway. And Feel free to like, subscribe, and leave your opinion. Make a comment and tell me what you think. Tell me what your favorite songs of the year are. And I hope that if you do take whatever I said to heart, that you'll check out those songs yourself. And I'm also going to have a regular episode of mine this week. So I hope you enjoyed this. And Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.